Alright everybody, I'm going to just jump straight into this video. The last one, we built a black box test circuit using the 555. Since then I've made a couple slight changes. I'll show you that real quick. But in this video, we are going to be replacing one of our fixed resistor values with a potentiometer, a 10K ohm potentiometer, to see what that does with our tone. Now immediately you may see what we've done is, okay, yeah, now we only have two fixed resistor values. One has been changed to a pot, and then I have this speaker here instead of using this buzzer. This worked, but going forward, I'm going to be using the speaker. I ripped this one out of an old headphone video that I did. I tore it apart just to see how it was constructed. I do that occasionally, and I have a bunch of speakers from it. That's why they're good to keep. I will mention, so this whole series is based off duplicating this RadioShack board, and so you'd be using this speaker here, and if we open it up, just want to show you real quick. Right there. As you can see, it's an 8 ohm quarter-watt speaker. So if you want to replicate it exactly, that's what we're looking at. I don't know what this is rated at, but it works for this. Anything will work. Even this buzzer will work for this experiment, right? You just need to be able to output a noise to understand the concept of what we're dealing with here. So, okay, now I'm rambling. Let's get on with it, Michael. So, this is our new circuit. So in the last video, again, you can go watch that one if you haven't already. Here is our circuit, and here is this kind of diagram where we have C1, R3, and R1. In this case, we're just changing R1. So we have our test circuit, and then I'm putting the potentiometer between pin 4 and 7. And that would be R1. So our R1 value is 10K ohm potentiometer, R2 is 1K ohm, R3, the book calls for a 480, but I only had a 470 on me, so I'm going to be using a 470. And then our C1 is a 0.1 microfarad, or 104. Okay, so real quick, what I want to show you guys is, let's see, where should I have this turned? Okay, so it's all the way counterclockwise. Just gonna record this for you guys. So we're gonna take our pot right here. Let's take this off. So all the way counterclockwise, I'm measuring 9.78K. Let's write that down. 9.78K. And just so we know what resistance. Now let's turn it all the way clockwise. I'm probably going to see around, I don't know, 8 ohms. I don't know how precise this gets. I was using a different pot earlier and it was garbage. This is like a really fine-tuned, I think like 10 churn pot or so. Oh, there we go, it's clicking. So I've met the max there. It goes this way, so all the way clockwise. How little resistance? Oh wow, it's like 0. Okay, this is a decent pot. I'm just gonna say like 1 ohm. All right. So now we know what we're dealing with. So I'm just using pin 1 and pin 2. Let me zoom in here so you can see. So my speaker, I have my signal, or like, I guess, positive wire, my red wire, on pin 8 of the 555, and my negative or ground minus side to coming into this line, which goes into the 470 resistor, which goes into pin 3. So for the pot, we're going between pins 4 and 7. So my pin 4 is there. It's going into that first pin, and then my middle pin of the pot is going to pin 7 with this jumper right here. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Now let's see what happens. So this is going to be annoying. It's going to be a tone, I'm going to try and do it quickly. What I'm going to do, we're going to start it from all the way counterclockwise. High resistance, nearly 10K, 9.8K. Okay, we're clicking. So now we're all the way max. Okay, we're getting a tone, right, as expected. Okay, now I'm going to start decreasing the amount of ohms or resistance. So here we go, decrease. And then it cuts off. And we're at max. Now, this is my favorite part. Now I'm going to increase resistance again. And it sounds like the old school like cartoons when something's falling out of the sky. You'll know what I'm talking about when you hear it. And go. Pretty cool, right? Alright, let's shut this off. Ha! There we go. So what I want you to get out of this is we're creating a tone and frequency. The frequency increases as the resistance of R1 decreases. So the less resistance, the greater the frequency. Pretty cool, right? Okay, that's the end of this video.